Okay, let's see. State of emergency. Is it a crisis? Minutes away from the Trump's address. Is this a crisis? I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what to say, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's looked at as a crisis, partial shutdown. I mean, per the humanitarian level, I feel like I suffer every day, you know what I'm saying, just on regular things. And I don't think that changes much for some reason. It might be magnified or something like that, but I don't think it changes. What do you call it? I think it just doesn't change the severity of it because it always hurts. You know what I'm saying? All the mental, bashing, whatever, all the mental suicide, all the mental abuse, whatever not. You know what I'm saying? But saying a national address and say, this is whatever. I only got like 5 minutes right there, and I was saying about this, and I think I think the exploitation of of humanitarian level on myself and stuff like that. I think it seems that the leverage it's just changed. It's not changed at all. And I think it just has made more rhetoric about like want to talk about like what you want to do and stuff. Until you're just drawn out and like, oh, well, what are we gonna do about your mom wanting to go to the Philippines and stuff like that? I'm like, really, what does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Why does that have to be like a timeline with that? I mean, if you guys wanted to really strategize about it, then it would have been a whole nother page, you know what I'm saying, on like where what living conditions would be different. So the crucialness, seriousness doesn't even seem to be as such. It seems more like lip service, but like, okay, well, wait a minute, ease up on what, because you know what I'm saying, because such and such. And there it goes. And Chris Cuomo. And there it goes. And there it goes. Here's what do you call it? Is it, and let's just go, what do you call it? Let's just give it what do you call it, break right now. Tonight we're going to hear the first formal address by President Trump to the nation from the Oval Office. And here, look at this. After the president, the Democratic leader, let's give Cuomo a break and give him some leeway, you know what I'm saying, on his live, because they've been casting since like 6 p.m. So let's just give him a break. The strongest proof of contact yet in the Trump campaign. And you know what I'm saying. So basically, let's some leeway and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying, people just do these bald-faced lies to you, like, right off top, you know what I'm saying, and be like, share in your face, like, I'm like, oh, that's okay, man. I mean, it's not really okay, you know what I'm saying, because, you have a picture of, like, okay, you really morphed in the sense, we just glazed you over mental abuse, whatnot. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I mean, it's like, oh, yeah, that's arguably one of the best food substances on this planet, to do that. You know what I'm saying? How is that? I don't see how effective that is. I mean, was that a form of revenge or something? When you do that to somebody, you like fling them around like, ha, I just did that to you. I just said that to your face. And so it's all whatever. Just act like I didn't know. Whatever they do, right? I mean, is that like a sense? Is it because it's like a sense of revenge or something about what? Something that's. I mean, if that was the case, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, years ago, if like say it was name or something like that, I was like, damn, dude. I mean, that must have been. It's been 25, dude. That must have been like 15 some years ago, right? And I'm like, dude, were you even born yet? You know what I mean? I'm like, how is this even possible? You know what I mean? And I'm like, so I mean, if it's a point where it's like, a revenge, and it seems like more like a relic type deal, where it's like, okay, the crucifixion is something like, it's just taken to another page, and so now they start doing burnings and all this other stuff, witch hunts, and you know what I'm saying, and he was saying all this stuff and all this stuff. And then it was kind of like, well, the humanitarian level doesn't seem to be wanting to be stepping in, you know what I'm saying? If they talk on a human level, why are these dogs being tortured and stuff? Why do I get pictures of dogs having to go through tied to all these other things, and we're doing all these things, birds getting tied to trucks and all this stuff, and cats being such. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the whole thing right there. That whole thing, she just like did a mental abuse on me, right? And, I wouldn't mind taking my shocker out and just like zapping real quick, you know what I'm saying? But I get arrested for something like that, right? But it seems like that's the case when she comes and crashes on my shit like this, and they don't want to seem to change that idea. And it's like, they just want to keep the trash up there and be like, just be like goofy ass trash or whatever. I'm like, why is it like that? You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, so what is, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You do it for yourself and that's it. And, I'll just wither away. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? I just give my such and such one there, because if it's a price stance point of view, then it's like, okay, well, it's like, you explain to somebody at a certain point, and right, say, and then you turn around and say, okay, then here you go, you stand on your own 2 feet, that's fine, you know what I'm saying? I don't do all that, you know what I'm saying? I put my paintings up, so, and everybody wants to use that again, but trying to whale you out and be like, whale out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, whale out for what? On some old fucking bag? I'm like, what is this? What, you know what I mean? It was just that, dude. You just, you can't take care of your dogs and whatnot. So 3 or 4 days, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I already accumulated a bunch of tickets, you know what I'm saying? You very much want to do that to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, so what is it? You just want to just wail on somebody? What's the point of doing that? You know what I'm saying? So then it sends some native that's half your age and really all thick and all fucking all beastie. And you're like walking past you, looking all hard, and like, they're mentally threatening you when you're around there. And I'm like, dude, that's just fucking horrible, man. That is just a horrible example of the United States. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you want to see the successes of it. You can see the manners of how ugly it is to get there and stuff like that. And you say, that's what you got right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the ugly truth of it right there. Is like to get there is the ugly truth of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just you know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. You can't fix it. There's no immediate remedy for it. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's a terrorist. You know what I'm saying? He's just filming this for his own propaganda. It's true, man. You can't build somebody up so much, you know what I'm saying, and expect them to sit there and say, okay, now stand up. That's like telling some fucking penalty. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, that's ridiculous. The leverage is so fucking lopsided, where it's like, it's a article fucking
30,000 sex crimes.
Sex crimes, all the sexual abuse. Every time you go into the store.
Over the years,
So what is this what I'm saying, right? So you look at it, what are you saying? What are you saying? You hide behind, I don't know what I'm saying. Well, you hide behind the president and stuff like that. You hide behind politics. You move the check around for politics. You got much to San politics and all that stuff. It's just ugly stuff, the United States. Crisis it's just so they put so much on it, like, okay, and then they hyping you up even more, you know what I'm saying? And you get lynched up even more, you get hung up even more. So when they switch you down the middle, it's like, it's like butter and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like wondering what the hell they did, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even really pull about anything, because vulnerability or whatever, and it's there. So like, yeah, that's just the simple truth of it. So that was like, you know what I'm saying? So when and I'm like, yeah, it's on. Then whatever is on. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But it seemed like every time when you're faced with a confrontational situation of a nature of a so-called United States pride, it seemed like blink of an eye, people be gone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They just want to hit you on a guerrilla tactic. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, so.